Journalist. This video will tell you everything you need to know about covering Illinois labor relation beat within 4 minutes. First, what does a labor beat reporter do? On this beat, a reporter will research and report on Illinois labor unions and the bills pending in the State House and Senate about workers' rights and benefits. To be specific, it could be about a union strike vote and recent lobbying, or the reforms pushed in the state legislature regarding workers' payment, health insurance, and pension systems. Second, what is tricky about this beat? Accuracy is the most important thing. The labor beat involves a very diverse pool of stakeholders, including unions, workers, employers, and state, and of course taxpayers. Sometimes it can be extremely confusing. Be careful with who are affected. Is it public sector union or private sector union? Is it state workers or non-state workers? Is it school teachers or assisting staff only? Politics is inevitable in this beat. Be ready to cover the battles between the governor and the unions and the partisan fights over who is the priority, employees or state or business owners. Third, who are the key players and best sources? To be honest, state agencies such as the Illinois Department of Labor and the Illinois Labor Relations Board are not necessarily the best sources. They are mainly responsible for adjudicating and investigating labor-related disputes, but has little to do with legislation. Their officers are very discreet about media inquiries, but relevant data such as how many cases solved each year can be found on their websites. The union that enjoys the largest coverage is American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, or AFSCME. The Illinois' biggest public sector union plays a central role in legislation, adamantly lobbying against pension cuts, salary freezes, or anything that may rein in the union's powers, such as collective bargaining. However, its communication director, Anders Lindaus, seldom responds to freelance journalists. The best way to get quotes is to visit its website, where announcements are being posted, or attend its meetings or press conferences. So, who would be a better source for interviews? It's definitely Illinois Federation of Teachers. That represents over 100,000 education and public service professionals. Its legislative staffers are easily accessible when it comes to essential bills such as teachers' benefit cuts. Quotes are overall high quality and inspiring. One of the most responsive and helpful persons is Legislative Director Nick Yewerton. He is an expert in teachers' pension systems and the long-standing controversies over who should take the cuts. On the opposition bench, Illinois Manufacturers Association can be a perfect source. It has more than 4,000 members companies and significant influence over the state legislation. Mark Dantzler, IMA's vice president and chief operating officer, is very active and quotable in email interviews. Because of the need for publicity, Dantzler gives timely, comprehensive responses with hard evidence such as statistics, though largely in favor of the employers. For example, the disturbing fact that Illinois' increasing labor costs has thrown away local businesses, damaged economy, and reduced jobs. He's also profound legal knowledge about labor costs and taxation policies. The two committees that propose labor bills are Labor Committee of the Senate and the Labor and Commerce Committee of the House. Key players include the Senate Committee Chairman Daniel Biss, Vice Chairperson Linda Holmes, and the House Committee Chairperson Jay Hoffman and member Mary Flowers. While Biss and Hoffman's office tend to be evasive with telephone interviews, Holmes and Flowers are rather outspoken and more likely to respond. Alright, these are all you need to know to be a labor beat reporter. It's the most intellectually rewarding beat, with a lot of challenges and fun. So, good luck!